Hi, this is Ms. Hilton, and welcome to our 7th grade math class. Today's unit will be on simplifying and graphing inequalities and the verbal translations of inequalities. We will also be discussing how to use inequalities to solve real-life applications. But first, let's review how we will be using our iPads to help with this unit. Welcome to the quick tutorial on how to use GoFormative in our math classroom. GoFormative is an assessment tool that I will be using to check your understanding on different topics throughout the year. So to log in, you will use the last two numbers for the graduation year, your first initial, and your last name. Your password will be your lunch ID. Once we get logged into the system, we will have to select the assessment tool that we will be using. For our example here, you have to go under your classroom and hit solving one-step equations. This will change depending on what I'm asking you to do. So GoFormative offers a couple different types of questioning techniques. So if it's a multiple choice question, you solve it on your piece of paper, you make one of the choices. Pretty easy to explain there. Sometimes I may give you a blank canvas like here in number 2. So you can complete your blank canvas by selecting a color and typing in your work here. But say for example you make a mistake. You'll have to hit the pointer or the selector tool and highlight what you want to get rid of. If you find it hard to put in data by writing it in here, the stylus isn't working for you, you can always write down your work and take a photo of it with your iPad and insert it like so. And once that loads, I will be able to see it on my computer and see your work, and you're ready to move on. If you have any questions, please let me know. You can email me or ask me in class. As we enter into the second part of our unit, we need to understand that certain vocabulary in math translates to real-life scenarios. For example, if I say no less than, this means greater than or equal to in an everyday situation. One of the important things about word problems in general is the problem-solving techniques that we will cover. In Poyer's 4 steps, we will follow this to set up every inequality that we work with. So step 1, understanding the problem. We have here a contestant in a weight loss competition wants to lose an average of at least 8 pounds per month during a 5-month period. So we have a graph here that shows us the 4 months. So we have to set up an equation, or an inequality in this case, to show us what we need to find. Remember, your average is the sum of all your items divided by the number of items. So once we set up our inequality, we have to carry out the plan, meaning solve the inequality, as we see here. Make sure you pay attention to the inequality sign, greater than or equal to. It has to be at least that much. Step 4, check your work. This is the most overlooked step. You have to make sure that what you got works out.
Created using Powtoon.
So what have we accomplished in our unit so far, you ask? We can now identify words in math to real-life scenarios, and we can simplify, graph, and solve inequalities.